Hey, hello everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So I wanted to give an update on how we're doing on this month's challenge with this live streaming strategy that we're doing every single morning. So make sure you find me trading over there on Day Trading for Success. Just subscribe, set your alerts. It's totally free to follow along. Remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so you should take your own trades and make sure you speak to one that's licensed before you trade with real money. So yeah, our challenge is to make $150 to $500 a day. I am marking out the stocks and starting to trade at the open, and I will trade for the first half hour to 45 minutes, and then everybody's on their own, and then I report at the end of the day. So right now, this is the end of the day for me on this account. As you know, I am a quarterback professional trader that calls for many traders on different sessions, but for this actual account, this is how we're doing. So we're $4,500, which is great for the first 2 weeks. And this is the last month when we were just trying to do $100 a day, and that was the max. We ended up at about 3,800, I think. So we're way ahead. We're actually in line to do like 8,000 or 9,000, maybe more. So that's more than we were expecting to get here. Now I know everybody's got various share sizes they do and how they trade, so everybody's in a kind of a different spot. Some people are way ahead of where I am. They do higher share sizes. But what I usually recommend here is this is my rules. You have to have your own rules, but I only go on 25% of my position, and this is counting on if you have the PDT rule. You can margin up to $100,000, and I would recommend that that's how you're trading this, that you've made the PDT rule, because otherwise it's really hard to scalp to do multiple trades in a day. And then what I will do, I always have a max loss figured in my head what I'm going to do, but everybody should probably write that down. And then what I do is something different than what traders, so-called professional traders, tell you what to do. I mean, maybe they're doing great. I don't know. You never know who you're listening to. But this is done by a lot of traders, and the way I do it too. So it's based on you being able to control yourself. If you can't control yourself, then you never want to add to your position. That is the truth of the matter. But I'm going to say you're going to put your best foot forward, and you're going to learn to get out at your max loss. So what I do is the only time I will ever increase, and usually to half position is the most I will do, is after the stock, if the stock's gone against me, and then it's turning around, there's signs that it is reversing back to retrace toward my position, that's when I would add so that I can get the price point closer to it and make more money as it goes up. And that's the only time that I add. Sometimes I'm wrong and I have to get out at a losing trade. It happens. You just have to remember to get out. That's the important thing. But anyway, guys, so that's what we're doing this month. And it's going pretty well. So what we're about to do, I'm about to show you what I picked up after the stream ended, some trading that I traded with Charlie here. She's a person that handles the chat, and another person we trade to try to make sure everybody's green. And then it's going to go into the actual stream if you missed it. But they're always on my channel to watch it. And just show up Monday morning next week, and you can just follow along, take a trade or not take a trade. It's up to you. It is totally free. So I hope I see you there, guys.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, where the professor, a former math teacher turned full-time trader and coder, guides beginners on how to trade for a living using proven strategies, breakthrough indicators, and lessons from essential trading books. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey guys, I just started this after I got off my other session with the other guys on Zoom, and did some trades here in the last few minutes, and got us green, Charlie and I and team over here for today's scalping. It's using Tesla as my sort of go-to to get out of trouble here. Just had some news that might change it too. I've been taking a couple of longs here, but that news that came out at 11:14 is probably not conducive to keep trying to go long. So I'm going to try to grab an ask up here short, yeah, and look for a retracement down and try to keep our, I've gone up to 400 shares. I did that one time. But that would be the max, actually a little over max. So yeah, that's wrong. I shouldn't have done that. That was very, very briefly, but mostly it's been 200 shares has been the max of this. Always bugs me when the price action completely comes to a stop for some reason. It's just like, why are you doing that? I'll just try to get out for a few more bucks. We've been trying to take in 10, 15, $20 moves, to just kind of build it up. I did one big trade for like $150 just a few minutes ago. Was the 400 shares. So that's what got me up here a little higher. Now, normally I would take this dip, but I'm just not going to do it with the way that this news that just came out. I'm a little concerned. I'd rather go short. I wish I'd hung on to that a little longer than I did. Yeah, AMD and NVIDIA just sort of faded off today, so not the best ones to take. Boy, very tempting to go long there. I can see it's just fading here now, so. And I don't want to chase it. I'd rather come up here a bit before I go short again. It hasn't just dropped like a knife yet, so let's see. Charlie was marking out a bunch of levels for us while I was doing the other trading. Tried to mimic them, but I just don't know if that's exactly where she has them, but pretty close, I guess, right? So yeah, everything's red on the watch list. Their tickers go red, of course, when they're down from the open or the close. Yeah, I may want to take some shorts even, here and not wait for the way up anymore, because I think that news is hurting it. Above the 333 level, it seems if it fades off that, then we have a whole new ball game here, because it's been up here for a little bit. There it goes. So the question is, do we want to trust it to continue to drop, or is that going to be support? Don't have another one for a little while. My next session is closer to the power hour. I gotta do a little workout. I'm gonna actually try to grab that, and then do a little meditation, eat something, and then come back to trade with the big heavy rollers again. This is not done going up yet, I guess. But going in with just 100 shares allows me to get a much better position if it decides to get up in here. I would probably add if it starts to flip around. But, you're just not in much danger with 100 shares. It's a slow climb, money-wise. But it's steady and consistent. This is, where I made my reputation, just scalping, even though this morning wasn't the best. I really like it to get later, a little later, to scalp. That's more than I would have been happy with right there, but it didn't pick it up. See how it just freezes at a price range. It's just like, really? That spike, I'm holding it right there, but what do I have that at? That's at 12 cents. Yeah, there it is. So it's getting closer to rolling down there again. Let's see if I'll just leave it there for now. There's no harm for right now in this one. But if it keeps going up, I'll probably cancel it so I have an opportunity to add at a higher level if it turns around. Yeah, it's getting to the point where, but it could spike, really quick and pick that up because that was a decent trade. Was it 12? Yeah, so it was 18 cent, $18. Should get that up pretty good to the 270 range. We're just taking baby moves here. It's only 100 shares for Charlie. It's just that's half position already from what you can do in the PDT here. So there it goes. So we got that now. And let's see our next entry up here. So we got that at 230, right? A short. So right here, it's kind of like where it was turning around, 230. I mean, 330, 330. Now I have a snoring cat. I've got cats on both sides. We're taking care of a cat here in the studio because this seems to be the place where cats come to congregate. As long as the trading goes well, I'm a dog and cat person. I love animals. I used to raise golden retrievers. They're just nothing like them. I love them. But I love all animals, horses too. And all life forms, basically, except nasty commenters online. I don't like them. Okay, see, now I normally would buy here, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to play this short bias. So it's just telling me that I can get in short a little bit lower, in price range. Yeah, all this streaming fills up my my files, my memories. I have to move them over to a C drive, and it's a big. I don't actually do it, but it's just you don't think about how many, because you stream for an hour or something, and then you record another session for an hour. So you got 2 hours right there. Plus, I record a lot of the Zooms because everybody wants to do. To recheck it. So before you knew it, I've got 3 or 4 hours a day, every day. And that can fill up your computer pretty quickly. So I'm thinking of maybe going short off this level, Charlie, the 33.24. And just keep riding it down because I think it's going to go back down. But I want to get in too soon, and then have it go up a bit and hurt us. So I just got to wait it out. It's a time-consuming thing. I've got a little bit more time before I have to bug out here, so. Now, if we raised our share size, we could get to 500 a lot quicker. Yeah, this is just too low. Let's get up closer to that 24 range. There was 16. That was tempting. If it would have picked me up, I'm not sure. It's going to fade off that. Yep. That was its high for this little new way it's moving. That's why I don't go long. Yep, we had a good trade there. 20-cent trade now we could have got. All right, so now anytime up in here again, I'm going to grab it. And I might even do market just to make sure I really get it. It may not give us another chance, so I think it's settling into a new channel. It's getting all cozy in here, saying this will be our high, 333. I was taking a few trades on the ladder. I have it opened here. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and just get in there. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be 15 cents. It got me at 07. That's terrible. That's okay. If it fades back down to the 80-cent down here, that's what we're looking for. Just in case it goes the wrong way, that was a bad place to start. But let's try to get a $15, $20 trade maybe. 87 cents maybe down here. Part of me wants it to go up so I can add to the share size on the way back down and then make bigger money faster. So I'm running out of time again, as always. But we'll put this on the streaming one so everybody can see how it ended up for the day. Well, that's interesting. It broke back up through the 24, which is what I was waiting for to take the darn trade, and I just gave up on it. Now we have to make sure that nothing's happening here before we think about adding and losing $75 or something from our hard-earned money. Buy-sell oscillator turning around, Charlie. You see that? We're at the top of the market magnet, and then we're right near the 3350. So we've got a lot of things that say go down, but then the momentum said go up. So there's a battle here. Scalping indicator is starting to drop off the highs here. So 30 seconds for this to close, though. So I'm tempted. Right now, I'm watching the level 2. I'm definitely tempted to get into more. I needed to see some swailing down for me to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. It did it, and it didn't got me up to 24 cents. So I'm feeling pretty good. That's at that level, so I'm feeling pretty good about going up to the max share size. So we just got to watch it. Be careful here. We don't want to lose everything on one trade. So stay on target. Let's be patient. It hasn't broken that 50-cent level in quite a while. So we're not too far off position. 16 cents roughly. Not good. It's like it wants to go long again after we were doing that, and then we just lost confidence in it. Here we go. Know whether I want to buy bid, set the ladder. I'm going back and forth. Just buy out. Okay, that's a reversal sign on the 1 minute. I'm going to make sure we get out of the trade. I'm going to go market to get out, but I'm going to wait for a double digit down there at least before I even think about it. So here it comes. Oh, we got a big order in there all of a sudden that made that move. wonder sometimes when I'm live, you know, like on streaming or something, how many people, you know, look at what I'm doing and then do something that front runs me, you know, that hurts my position. It would take a large share size person to do that, but it's possible. It can happen. There we go. There we go. Broke 300. So we just had to wait that out. Not going to go long. Okay, good. All right, so she picked that up. What time do I have? Oh, I got a little bit more time. So let's see if this springs up and gives us an opportunity to short a bit higher. We were in at 21 cents, so, and we made money, so didn't I? Oh, I averaged up though, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I can't remember my position, but it was better than this on a short. So if it springs up at the 50 cents, I'm just going to set that there for now while we wait and watch it, in case it does a pop, like one of those shadow wicks. You were supposed to get me more coffee, and you didn't. Can't get good help. Nothing like cold coffee. Well, iced coffee's good. I don't. After a while, my eyes just go bug-eyed. I need to take a break from decision fatigue. Well, we're green for the day, you know, which is good. If we had this at 200 shares, we'd be over 500. But I know that's not entering to the max position. To kind of defeats the strategy, but this particular strategy. So tempting to go long, but I just don't trust this because look how low it was, you know. Another 75 cents down from there just recently. Yeah, see all that? You get cocky right here in this channel, and suddenly I'm definitely short biased, so we're like 57 cents off this position. The only thing, if that was some sort of weird spring, but if it went that high, then you'd be like, it keeps going. You know, if it went that high that fast, I mean, be like, what's happened? What news? Oh man, see, that's why you don't go long on this stock right now. All right, I'm just going to cancel that order. So it's unrealistic that it will pick it up anytime soon. Look at the volume. Scalp Pro meter told us that the volume's stronger on that move down. It's sucked it right to the magnet. Momentum says stop. Everything's trying to stop this from going down, but it's not stopping. Wow. Nothing new on the news, right? Since 11/14 was the last one. Oh, God, I got to turn off this. Why did I have that on? Oh, I put on like the calming music, but now if I put this on YouTube, it will try to charge me for that, which is ridiculous. Yep, that was breaking a level there. Trending down, market's going down. Things were recovering for a bit there, and now they're going back down. Wow. It is really going down. I wish I would have picked up on that. So that broke the lower levels. But made a new low there, but man, I don't know if I want to chase that going down. I'm going to go short. I went in on a market to make sure I got in. It looks like it's going to swell right back down, so I don't think it's done falling, but it's an educated shot with just 100 shares. Let's see if it bangs off that level. I got it at 13 cents. We'll hold it a little bit longer if it's going to keep doing this. Need it to break to 32, and then it'll be a big move for us. We need it to break to 332. There it goes. Now it should slide another 20, 30 cents down here. More, I'll take that. All right, 338. Just taking it as it goes because you can't trust it to keep going down, but it was a little bit bigger move than what we had been getting. I've got just a few minutes, Charlie, but you're good and green now, right? So, okay, so it ended up being a good day. We had to work for it, but it ended up being pretty good here. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day there. So, okay, guys, so this is going to slip into the video with to see how we're doing on TraderView. And everybody have a great weekend. And this will be my lead into the stream that has already happened. So we'll go into the stream right after this. So, always stay inquisitive and go green out there, guys. And I'll see you on Monday. Way to go here, as always. So we have just about 12 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Happy Friday. I wish we could trade 24 hours, 365 days a year. Maybe that will happen one day. And it is dropping off. Too early to tell. All these orders are preset. Ouch. I went down like $2. Now's your time to show everybody that you're going to go up today in reverse. What happened with everybody else? Everybody's going down. Except Tesla. I'm looking at some of the others above me up here on the watch list. AMD went down like over $2 to start, which I can see in front of me, but for some reason I looked at it on the watch list. So, all right. Well, we didn't get any action on the opening candle. We'll leave this price, this buy in here for a little bit longer, just to see if we get a spike. And then we're going to have to find something that's decent here. We're probably going to have to wait for some consolidation here. So I see all this price action coming in here. See that on the magnet, pulled it down. Even though it's pre-market magnet, it's most of this data. It's like, this washes it away because of how much came in, over 1 million. But I wouldn't trust the magnet quite so much. Yes, that's the market magnet. That's an amazing indicator. I wouldn't trust it yet. Trying to get this up here. Everything's going down. Look at the market. There's the market pulse showing everything going down. Here's this stock, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. Everything's down, which makes sense, of course. And is there anything that's moving the other way? Tesla, but it's actually weakening too. So maybe this is going to be a down day. The news was a little lackluster. So we have to wait, guys, unless some of you picked up some brilliant trade and then you need to school me. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to bug out of that trade because that's not happening. Take a look at some of these others. Look at Apple. It went up higher here. Oh, Apple went up. Wow. Okay, so what's going on with Apple? They shot right up. I didn't see that happening. Now they're retracing now. The volume wasn't high enough to bring it up on my watch list near at the top, so I hadn't quite got to it yet. Is this not set correctly here? Should have had these at zeros to begin with. Oh, it is. Okay, so it's set correctly. Okay. It must have opened up correctly then. I just don't see it here yet. Apple might be good today. I like the beginning action. Gave us, a reason to think to go long biased on the long term for some reason. Yeah, that's pretty much near its high. I think it was up at, had been up as high as 235, right, at some point recently. Yeah, 235. So I marked that out today, right? Yeah, I believe so. All right, let's stick around and see if this is going to consolidate for us. So our maximum share size on Apple is 100 if you're doing the PDT and you're only entering 25%. So I have it set correctly. And then my max share size would be, you could go a little higher, but 400 if you only have 25,000 in your account. We don't want to get red by pushing a trade, so let's just bide our time. These are ATRs. Don't forget to pick up your free indicator at the $1 Million Margin Club. Right now, I'm the one that's making that free, so at some point I'll probably sell out. But right now you can grab it. At some point someone will own me. Okay, so here we go. Interesting. So it does want to go up. It retraced and came. This is a good start for a consolidation pattern. So let me get zoomed in to really trade this. That's not working for me for whatever reason. There we go. Okay. It's a good start. We're in our 6th minute now. The 1 hour and 4 hour are green. The QQQ and the SPY are turning green, which is nice. Now that's on the 5 minutes. On the 15 minute, they're still red. That's a market pulse, guys. So whatever chart you put it on, it's going to give you that time increment. And then, of course, this is the risk oscillator up here. I thought I got rid of that. All right, that's why I had to keep stretching that screen. I've got the multi-chart alignment over here for, is this today? On a 1 minute chart, what am I doing? Oh my God, just auto zoom it. So I keep the vertical lines, which is really important to trade, but I don't need those labels up there on the 1 minute chart. They're over here now. Okay. This is a great looking consolidation. So we have 234, 233. So we have a dollar channel here. And then here's the 50 cents right in the middle to help us. So is it going to hold up here? Is it going to channel hop? Yeah, we're 9 minutes in here. 8 minutes in. Right at the magnet level, which is great. There's the upper level. And then there's the lower level. We just broke the lower level of the magnet. Remember, my wicks, some people call them shadow wicks, they're really sensitive. So they exemplify the patterns. So I like them that way. That's like a big fat rickshaw man here. Day trading volume 2, guys, the only one that, the candlestick pattern playbook, the only one that rates patterns. You should learn it, become a part of it, sleep with it under your pillow. Knowing patterns is really, really important. So, so I'm biding my time, guys. I don't see a decent trade. I'd like to see, I usually wait for the 11th minute right in here to see if we really do have levels, and then I might tighten some of these intraday levels and start to scalp. Could be any particular stock. Some of the others of you are on that the same strategy will apply. I don't know if I have the best one to do it. It looks pretty good, but the level 2 is moving, it's kind of lame, really. Probably because it's just sitting here, but okay, that was 10 cents. All right, so that's good. We want a 10, 15 cent, we want a $10 to $15 trades, and we just start to snap them up. Before you know it, we got to, we've met our $150 minimum try today. So 5 minutes says we shouldn't be going long. Here's a 33. Now this was respected. Let's see if it's going to turn it around there. It might be where but the 5 minute, all these people are going to jump in short. So as we cross over this in 37 seconds. So I'm a little worried about going long off that level and starting the strategy. I'd like to see it. I really want to make sure it holds it on the even dollar. It sure does seem like it wants to, huh? Yep. Well, if I grabbed it down there, I would have already got 10 cents. 13 seconds to close. It will close red on the 5 minute. So let's see what those people do, all those 5 minute traders. Scalp Pros, that was a very strong buy. Okay, so it turned red. Now they went down at first. That's what you should expect. It's not as strong as I thought, honestly. So buying the dip down here could be our first move if it's not even going to go down. There it goes. That's just good news. So we'll wait for another minute or two and see. So I would definitely short off the 234. And right now I'm looking to go long off the 233, and I'm not calling anything in the middle yet. But I might go in a little bit above this and a little bit below that, depending on what the price action is showing me. So at least I get a trade, knowing that I might have to manage a bad trade for a minute. Very, very slow. So I'm thinking I might not have picked the right one. This is very slow action here. I need some bigger moves here. We're not gonna. Yeah, the volume was 67. I mean, that's really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get off of this right now because I don't want to start to get stuck in this, and then I waited. I'll come back to it to see. So AMD is just crashing, huh? So we could maybe short this, start to do a consolidating with a short biased over here. I want to find something we can do here. So that's about to hit the ATR low. So we've got some good levels over here to trade off of. So if it springs up, volume's double, then we can go short off a level. MACD just sent it down. So on this one, AMD, we can go, 125 shares, 125 shares. I'm going to keep it at 100. All right, so I'm going to look to short off of a level. 178 maybe. I'm going to go ahead and short off that, guys, and hope that it's going to retrace down. I see this action below the magnet. So, wow, that was really bad. I just did that. That was I did not intend to double down right there. It's just, maybe it'll work out for me. That was not what my plan was. Jeez. All right, worked out for me. There's some bad slippage, delay in the closing of it. So I might want to tend to do the, I was thinking I was going long, so I pushed to get out of the trade is what I did. Instead, I doubled down. So that was definitely a play there. I kind of muffed it up there, but short biased, worked out. And then I saw a lot of slip. This should have been $25. So do we buy the bid on the way down, or it will not, maybe it won't pick us up. So short came in really high. We're below the 14 AMA under the VWAP. And the volume even went up higher as from the last candle. Again, a lot of price action below the magnet, basically telling us that the price action is going to go down. The target's higher of the last 9 candles for short. So short is still, there it is again. I'm going to go for it. I got it at 07, and this time as it drops, I'll buy the bid. Assuming it drops, confidence is high. It's going to drop. It's not going to keep going up. We want to drop now, please. Uh-oh, not looking good. Break it back down. I got it at 78.07. I'm only about 30 cents off my position. At 100 shares, it kind of tells you exactly how far you're off. But that's a retracement. We got a tweezer move right here. 78.80. That's not good. I don't like how this is moving. Have any other news? Nvidia's going up a bit too. Don't want to see it break the 80 level, really, because that's where it sort of stalled before. Break through this 50 cent, go down to the magnet, and then do a big, huge flush to the ATR. Depending on how this looks for me. Yeah, I'm going to actually go into that for more shares because it's looking pretty good. Buy the bid double down there. And we got a good trade out of that. So I only added when it was going back my way to get a better price point. And I saw the strength of it moving down. And that's, that's sort of a skill you can pick up over time to do that. Now, I might go long off that fib. I mean, it keeps reversing there, but I do want to play this short bias. So the fib's at a 42 cent level. It has been respected. There's the market magnet gives us our low with that jotted line right there. 50 cents. It's really hitting the 50 cent mark here. So all these are even in $0.50 is really an indicator you should get. They mark it on every stock, and that's where the crowd trades. So knowing this, all this information that I'm calling out, the difference in the target range over the last 9 candles, the scalp pro meter, where the support and resistance levels are, the ATR, all this stuff, you put it into play to give you a much better average of when you're going to be right when you call the trade. You just need to learn a little bit about how to read it. Yeah, I could have just. I'm greedy for a better dip, and I should have just got in it. And there it goes. All right, so we'll go short a bit higher up here. If it makes it up here, 178.65. We'll try. I'm still going short biased. Didn't really make a higher low here. See, it didn't really break that to change my bias. Yeah, and NVIDIA's going back down again. So they seem to move a lot together in concert. So this is definitely better action than Apple was. But if you look over here, you're getting more play, Okay, guys. Right when I say that, you just stall on me. So it's stalling at the 178. It likes that even dollar. The only channel, I mean, really, you got 179 all the way down to 177, almost like a $2 channel with a bunch of levels to play off of in the middle of that $2, including the $1 level. But since it just channel hopped, it's not. You'd want to get it at near either the high of the $2 or the low of the $2, like 77 or 77.50 is really more the level to 79, 77.50 to 79. So the closer you can get to 79 to short or 77.50 to go long, if you can wait it out, if it's not, you're not waiting forever, because I don't like this where it's just making. I mean, maybe we can pick some baby channels in here. It's harder, and you get slippage, and it's just. And then it goes against you, when you're right in the middle, and it goes one way or the other against you, and that's why you want to get nearer to the support or resistance level. So at least you're starting at a good position if it goes against you, that you have a chance for it to retrace, get out for a profit. And you can just do this all day long and get this to $1,000, or do it for 3 or 4 hours, or you have to have the right mentality, something else to do, take breaks, maybe only trade 3 days a week. And I'm going to go ahead and go in off that. I got it at 48. And I took a chance there for sure. I did mark it to make sure I got picked up. Okay, so we don't want it to make a new low, which it looks like it's about to do. We want to see it reverse here. Made a new low. Hit the ATR. Hopefully it hit that nice and hard. Nice and hard, guys. Bounce up. Break through that fib. Here's the MACD trying to turn it around. I'm not going to add to that position. I'm not feeling confident watching the level 2. In fact, I will take a shorter victory if I get a chance to do it. And it's not giving me a chance. Broke the ATR. Okay, we're in the wrong end of this trade. Question is, how long do I deal with this? So it is dropping off. Maybe it's not done messing with this ATR as a floor. There we go. I would like to get out of this trade. I'm going to just get out if I can. There we go. I'm just going to get out. Watch it shoot straight up. Sorry, I just don't have the confidence. I have a lot more confidence playing it short bias than going short up here than going long. But it did make me more money if I stayed in it. So let's see if it's going to have an area, a new ceiling that we want to try to pick. 178 might be a new ceiling for this. It might not get back up here. It keeps stair-stepping down, as you can see, even as it goes high. It never went as high. This time, never went as high. It started to go down. So the market is generally, see, NVIDIA's down to 178.60 now. Now, last time I looked up there, it was 180. So they're both going down based on the news. He's making, Intel is selling their soul to Trump, huh? They already had a stake in it, the government did. But one minute he calls for the guy to resign, the next minute they got a deal. What went down there? It's a whole new kind of governing going on here, man. Maybe it'll be really good for us. I don't know. I mean, us investors. As far as the country, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. 178, guys. That's what I'm looking for. I will short off the 178. Even the way it's moving, I'm going to short off the 178 if it gives me a chance. I'm going to wait, though. I want it to get up there. It's not going to do it. $87 on the ask. If you look at the market maker, this is what I'd get, and they'll slip me a few cents too. From being a momentum trader, I always go to the ask. I can't help but look to the ask, and it's wrong when I'm trading this way. 91. Looks like it wants to break that level, but it just is stalling there. So let's wait it out and get a better position. See, it keeps dropping. I could have taken 2 trades there for like 10, 12 bucks. Ugh. Should have grabbed it earlier. It's not going to make it to the 178. And what happens a lot is a lot of people look at these levels and then they know, they jump in just before, and that's what happened there. And that turned it around. I almost did a couple of times at 96 cents here, and I was like, just take it. Now, see, I would go long here, but I am worried that it's going to break this level. I want to trade this short biased. We should have grabbed a short up here. For those of you that did, you got a really good trade. Got that nice bear flag there. Beautiful bear flag to send it down. I'm not going to wait for it to get that high again. Maybe off the fib, 77.50 rather than 78 up in this area. If it gets up there, I'm probably going to sell and just manage a bad position if it keeps going. Because it's dropping. I'm just trying to get the best position, guys. I'm losing trades because of that. It's a more conservative way to trade. Stalling at 30 cent and not getting up there. Making a huge rickshaw man on the 5-minute. Yep, it closed on it too. I'm going to take that. I don't want to miss the move again, so I'm going to take that on a retracement down. So it's 29 cents if it goes the right way. So that would be $29 to $30 rather than a $10 to $15. But probably a $20 trade is what I'd want to look for, unless I double down. If it comes up here and turns around, I might add to my share size if it's showing strength to go the way I think it should go. But I would wait to make sure. I'm not just going to add up here to get a better price point. So I want it to really show me that it's going down. So let's see if we can get a 2 in front of that green number up there. It's toying with us. I don't really want to see it break the tweezer move there. Well, Nvidia's going up a tad. QQ and the SPY are going up. Is it going to turn around now that I'm in a short position? I could have got some short money there, as in a lower amount, not short position money. Yeah, I probably won't hold for the 20 bucks anymore the way it's going. You just got to assess constantly, what. Okay, so the MAGA just pulled down. So that's good news for my position. But the momentum is turning it up. Yeah, this is taking too long. Again, this is just taking too long. Everything's going so slow. AMD is just like... I was looking to add there. That's why my cursor's over the cell, but it's just not consistent enough going down, so I can't do it. It's not a smart move. It's going to break now. Is it going to break to 78? Give me a break. Momentum says no. Go down. Worked here. Let's have it work here now. So it did break this, which is bothersome because it seems like it wants to stair step up now. Ugh, that hurt. Okay. How's the overall market doing here? Just when I was short biased. Boy, that ATR turned it around, huh? So we want to see it break to 178 with some spirit, and I might average in if it seems to be retracing down 178, get down to like 177, 80 or 90, like it's really actually good. It's pulling the magnet up, which isn't too good for me. Hope you guys are doing better than me. I'm just sitting here stuck again in a position the wrong way. I mean, it's not catastrophic, but it's annoying because I feel like I should be well over 100 by now. I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong horse for quick action on a consolidation here. Volume's going down rather than up. That was over 300,000. Can you make a move down? I'll help you. I'll help you if you get down there. Looking to add as it retraces below 178. Oh, there it goes. Wow, that happened too fast. Damn it. Not where I wanted to be. At the 60. Yeah, that wasn't exactly how I planned that. I was looking at the chart, not at the level 2 in the market maker. So now I'm actually not thrilled about my position as it's averaged up to a higher share size. But let's see. There we go. Let's get some movement down there. I'm only 20 cents off my position. And to half of my full potential share size. Looking for a down movement here. Getting closer. Let's get a drop. Let's wait it out. Let's wait it out. You're not done going down. There you go. You're not making a bull flag, please. Do not make a bull flag. Oh, ouch. It was so close. Reassess here. We want a happy Friday. We don't want a sad Friday. We want a happy Friday. Hello, kitten. Everybody hears you. You done bothering them down there? Come up here and muse me. Yeah, I have to call this. I think, guys, I'm not liking the way this is going. Easy recovery still, to get green, but if I let this keep going, it might not be. So there's my day right there. And this is a bad trade. Really, if it breaks that 78.80, it's just to count on it to retrace is less likely. So my full position would be 400 shares if I wanted to give it a shot. It's recovering some for me here. Break that 78 again, and you'll see me go full position. Looking for it to break the 178 on a downward move. It's close. Nope. And it's going back to hurt me some more. And it's getting later, and I'm stuck in a dumb position. Oh well, we'll have to recover on a better stock than this. I blame the stock, not me. It was going well at first, and then it just kind of... Well, there's some news at 9:54 that certainly doesn't help, as you can see down here. As far as being in a short position on chips. Let's get this to fade off here below 178. I do not want to see it break that historical data, guys. I'll take a loss if it does. I'll just get out. So hopefully you guys are watching your max loss. Didn't go my way on this trade. Gonna have to do some scalping to get us back into the green. Yeah, that's it. I'm out. Okay, so that's too bad. Oh boy. All right, so now I got to get to what are we at? 10:04. All right, I have a little bit of time left to try to recover. And this is my go-to stock for that. Let's take a look at it. I don't normally recommend it because it's so... Hello? Are you going to get on my keyboard? Yep, I see you. I mean, you should have helped me a second ago. Where were you? Yeah, well, you should have helped me a minute ago. Okay, I'm going into half position on this to begin with. I'm not revenge trading, guys. It's just getting it. It's always timing with me, with everybody, for the different sessions. So I'm trying to get green and recover and make the goal. We don't want this to be the first day we don't make the goal. Let's get a look at this. So this is a pretty good consolidation level here. Stair stepping back up. And the market still shows down. I'm trying to decide whether to go short biased or long biased here. All the way down to 333, all the way down to 332, huh? Okay. Let me take a look at the level 2 for a minute to see what to expect. Here's your target ranges here. So you pretty much cut that in half. That's a full minute to hold a size. Buy sell oscillator says don't go past 334. But right now this is making a move up, not down. So it looks like maybe taking a long trade off of a dip. There's 69. I'll try that right there. Hoping it's going to continue to go up. I tried to pick it up. Didn't pick me up. It's got the moves to pick that up, no problem. So it should just snap in a second there. I was watching the flow, and the flow is definitely up there. So there's my position, 95. So where I want to get out. So that would be $19 roughly if it once it picks me up, which it will pick me up. I demand that it pick me up. Come on. What are you guys doing? Wow, that doesn't bode well for scalping this, does it? You can't even go 19 cents. That was like 11 cents off picking me up there. I mean, in money. So I'm getting ready to just do market because now it's starting to turn it around. There you go. Okay. Yeah. No, that doji does not turn you around on that 1 minute. Do not do that. Oh my God. Okay. I should have just got market. I don't know how market's going to treat me on this stock. Usually it's not too good. I don't like all this price action below me. There's a snap. Getting ready to get out of this and just do a market order here because this is way too long to hold something. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out there. And then look to get a market on a swale up or to go into my full position as it goes up after it drops. Same strategy, different stock. Same disappointment, different stock. I definitely feel like it's going to hurt me on the market, you know, the way this is moving between the delay and the spread, you know. It just stopped. It just sitting here like not. I'd almost rather there be a big loss. At least I can make a decision then, you know. It's like, come on, guys. Get some movement here. Usually Tesla, you can expect, you know, some pretty fast choices, you know. If I even tried to get out there, it could have slipped red just on. I'm not really missing trades here either because it's just barely any action here. So that's the even dollar, or the 50-cent mark. I didn't really want to see it break it, and there it went. Down to the 24. I want to see it turn back up off that historical data level. There it goes. I kind of waited too long to average into my full share size there. Stopping at the 50 cents. Well, it should be a $20, $19 victory, but it wasn't because it didn't pick me up. What do we got here? It's digging a hole deeper that I have to get out of. I will get out of it. I will be green. I will myself green. I mean, this can happen anytime, obviously, so. Hasn't happened yet, but. Market generally is saying down. Should have just been short biased on this stock. This is 332. I'm about a buck off my position, seeing if it's showing an action of turning around, and I would go into my full position. Not seeing it. Here's the bottom of the market magnet. That might turn it around. 36, 30, 25. Wow. 2 bad trades. It's time now. That's almost exactly where it turned around before. Look at that. $333 would be an add area if it breaks $333 on the way up. Obviously better for my price point to add here, but I need confirmation that it's going up, not just getting a deeper hole here. Sellers didn't make the top there, which is good, but I'd like to see the sellers volume drop. It's still winning out here on the Scalp Pro meter. You can see it. That is an absolute turnaround sign, which is great for that pattern. So a lot of people are reading that thinking that's the bottom, let's get in. And I am with you 100%. I'm going to go ahead and play off that move and just get ready to dump fast if it's so now I'm down to 33.25 and I need it to break the 333 and not fade here. There it is. Hit it and then bounced off of it. Break it. It wants to break it. Come on. There we go. Now let's get a winning trade here. Don't pull it down, market magnet. Don't pull it down. We waited this long. Let's make some money. Oh, you pulled it down. All right. So how many people are reading that? $18. We're just 5 cents off my position. Snap that 24. Break it off that line. There you go. There we go. All right. It wasn't a lot, but at least it wasn't 120 down. All right, guys, I'm down for the day right now, but I'm going to get it back. What was I trading? AMD, so I only have 23 bucks there. So yeah, I'm still 140 something dollars down. So I got to work on that. But first I've got to go to this other session. So hopefully you guys are doing okay. That wasn't a banner showing from me, but I will come back and I'll show you either over the weekend, later today, how I did. But I hope you guys are doing good. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll definitely be back live streaming Monday morning, and I will see you then. All right. So until then, be careful, play it cool, watch your max loss, and, go green, right? Go green. Thanks, guys.